number of great Malkin's moments. Again, my favorite segment of every single show that I do, getting a chance to give some shout outs to different people, different athletes for impressive performances or historical moments in their careers. And there have been many from the past couple of days. And we start with the WNBA with two-time WNBA champion Elena Delle Donne, who had missed 22 straight months with the Washington Mystics because she hadn't played for the first. She played her game yesterday for the first time since October of 2019. She had missed 22 months because of two surgeries that she was dealing with in her back that caused her to miss 22 months. And she came out and played for the Washington Mystics yesterday for the first time in that time span. She goes 16 points, 5 for 11, 3 rebounds in 22 minutes. And again, this is someone who's already had such a profound impact on the WNBA, on the game, and she's still young. I mean, 2017 was the end of her rookie contract. So to put things into perspective, she's in the prime of her career, and she's already a two-time WNBA champion, and she had to miss the last 2 seasons because of back surgeries, or essentially 2 seasons because of back surgeries. It's great to see her back out there. I'm happy for her that she's back to playing the game that she loves. And she showed out. She's obviously a tremendous athlete, extremely impressive. And so it's great to see that she's back out on the court for the Washington Mystics. Russell Westbrook, we obviously know he was acquired by the Lakers this offseason in a trade that sent Kyle Kuzma, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Montrezl Harrell, and the draft rights to the number 22 pick. That was obviously Isaiah Johnson, from Kentucky. That went to the Washington Wizards in exchange for Russell Westbrook. But Russell Westbrook hadn't formally been introduced yet to some other professional teams in Los Angeles, and the Dodgers officially. It was Dodgers Day with the Lakers yesterday. So Russell Westbrook was officially introduced to the Dodgers fans and to the broader LA faithful yesterday at Dodger Stadium. He threw the first pitch at Dodger Stadium yesterday. And again, this had to have been such a surreal moment. Obviously, it'll be even more surreal when he actually plays his first game in Staples Center. But for a kid that grew up in Long Beach, California, played at Lusinger High School, played at UCLA, and then for years was the competitor against the Lakers. With OKC, they faced the Lakers. With the Houston Rockets, they faced the Lakers in the playoffs. And now to be reunited, to return back home, and for you to be the guy to throw the first pitch at Dodger Stadium, that had to have been an unbelievable moment for Russell Westbrook. I'm happy for him, happy his family gets a chance to see him play this upcoming year. So I know that had to be a special moment. Speaking of special moments, Detroit Tigers Hall of Famer Miguel Cabrera hit his 500th home run of his career yesterday. It came in the 6th inning against the Toronto Blue Jays. That actually tied the game 1-1 in the 6th inning, and the Tigers ultimately went on to win that game in the 11th inning, 5-3. He became just one of 28 players to reach that milestone, to hit over 500 home runs. In fact, he's the only Detroit Tiger to ever hit 500 home runs. Not a surprise there. And it's just such an illustrious career, a guy that's won back-to-back MVPs. And again, at 38 years old, still playing at a high level in his 19th season in the MLB, hitting 500 career home runs. And this was a guy that obviously was a very precocious baseball player. In fact, he kind of foretold his greatness in his opening game in the MLB for at the time, the Florida Mariners, or the Florida Marlins. I was confusing the Seattle Mariners and the Florida Marlins. Obviously, they're known as the Miami Marlins now. He hit a walk-off home run in that game on June, I believe it was like June 20th, 2003, and it came against the Tampa Bay Rays. So you kind of knew even at that time, this kid, Miguel Cabrera, was going to be an extremely special player. And obviously, he's backed that up tenfold. And to be a part of such an exclusive club, and the 500 home run club is extremely impressive. Doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. He'll probably reach the 3,000 hit club, not this season, but next season, which was a personal goal of his. So extremely impressive. Big shout out to him. And I've got two big shout outs in the Little League World Series. I don't know if people have been watching the Little League World Series, but it's obviously one of the more heartwarming types of sporting events where you get a chance to see these younger kids in the youth competing at the highest stage in a worldwide baseball tournament, essentially. And so there was a tremendous moment of unity yesterday. One of the more touching ceremonial first pitches you'll ever see in baseball history, period. And basically what happened, I apologize, I don't have the video right in front of me. I would encourage you guys to pull it up later at another time. There was about 15 players representing individual teams, and starting all the way from the outfield. They threw one pitch to one another, turned, tossed it to the next guy. Again, every single team, every single player represented with a different player, a different color, and it led to the final pitch from the mound to commence the ceremonial first pitch of the Little League World Series. And it was just such an amazing moment, such an amazing and beautiful sign of unity and togetherness, and understanding that, hey, all these teams from different backgrounds, different geographic locations coming together for a sporting event. And that's oftentimes the beautiful message that is sent in sports, is that unity that it offers, bringing together different backgrounds, different economic classes, different socioeconomic classes, different races, religions, doesn't matter. People can still unite around sports, and that was an incredible message to send. And finally, sticking with the Little League World Series, representing the state of Washington, their pitcher, a 12-year-old by the name of Eli Jones, tossed the first no-hitter at the Little League World Series since 1980, as Washington went on to beat Florida 1-0. This is a 12-year-old kid who threw a no-hitter through 6 innings. Granted, it was 6 innings, but still, nonetheless, 6 innings, throws a no-hitter at a Little League World Series game. Hasn't been done since 1980. That is absolutely sensational. Big shout out to him. Big shout out to Washington for winning that game as well. So that's all the time that I got for today. Thank you so much for joining me right here on Morning Joe every single Monday and Wednesday morning, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 10 to 11 Central, and 8 to 9 a.m. Pacific every Monday and Wednesday morning. Make sure to like, review, subscribe, comment. Subscribe to my YouTube page, Morning Joe with Jonah Malkin. Follow me on Twitter at morning_Joe_Jonah Malkin, or even Instagram, jmalkin97. I even have a TikTok, you guys. Follow me across all those social media platforms. But most importantly, have a great rest of your morning.